A hypnosis client comes to you and they have anger issues. Maybe that's the reason or one of the reasons why they came to you. How do you ensure that you help them? No, I'm not going to tell you a visualization or have you look at a script or maybe swish the memory of anger away or take that memory out of their body and transform it to something else. No, 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 no. We are not doing that. Why? Because there is a time and place for anger. And if you truly want extremely fast results that are extremely beneficial for your clients in the long term, then you do not want to get rid of these emotions, such as anger. If we look at it from a nervous system perspective, there is a reason why we get angry. There is a fight response, right? And to some people, they think fight responses are a no-no. And they are only a no-no and they are only bad if person is stuck in them for a very long time and they haven't discharged that anger energy that is natural for people to feel, that is natural for the nervous system to actually mobilize. And so when you're working with clients who have anger issues, or if for some reason you didn't know that and that all this anger just pops up in your session unexpectedly, allow the anger to be there. That is it. You allow the anger to be there. And none of that toxic positivity bullshit of releasing the anger, giving it a different name, and having them bury it into the woods of the sound of music, mountains. None of that shit, right? Allow your client to sit in it. Of course, making sure that you are safe or your client is safe and you are safe as well. That is, you would already have known this in your practice. Safety is always the key. But the thing with anger is there is a reason for it being there. Inside our neurosync hypnotic questioning process, anger is an emotion, it is a sensation, it's very unique to the person, and that is an unconscious expression. That is the nervous system communicating and expressing itself. There's a lot of valuable information there. That is the reason why you want your clients to sit with it, because there's a lot of information there, and that shit needs to be processed. People go in through People go through anger and express their anger differently. Some people are very outwardly angry. Some people are internally angry and keep that shit in and bottle that shit up, right? Is that good for a person? Is that good to be keeping shit in? Is it good to be outwardly just expressing anger without any type of control, right? And so, what you will really want to do to truly serve your clients is to have them investigate and sit with this feeling, making sure that you know what you're doing when you're doing it. This is how we teach how to switch or shift emotions inside the hypnotic questioning course, is to make sure that you ask questions to allow the client to process it effectively. So allow your clients to sit with it. Emotions, if we just sit with it safely, it takes around 90 minutes to actually shift. That wave is going to pass. And that wave, for someone who, say, has suppressed their anger since they were kids for decades and decades, that allowance of having that emotion express itself and pass and go through like a wave is highly therapeutic and is highly, highly good for the client. And so, and cathartic as well. So, if you just allow your clients to express their anger, that is a good way that that stress activation gets discharged because you're allowing it to flow out of the client. And so, this is one of the best ways you can do it. And if you keep on using the techniques of swishing it away or giving it another name or saying that the anger is not welcome here, that shit, that is a disservice to clients because what they'll learn from then on, what do you think they'll learn? Let me ask you this. What do you think they'll learn when you, as the therapist, tells them to do something else with that anger? What have you indirectly taught them? You have indirectly taught them to negate a normal human emotion. Is that what you want? I don't know about you, but that's not what I. And so these practices, and I know I used to use them. I used to use these fluffy ass fuck ineffective mechanisms and techniques that are not really good for clients. But when you allow your clients to express it, that is when they will have that emotional freedom and release. That is what is going to help them process whatever it is that is behind that anger. Allowing your clients to be there instead of negate it and suppress it and bypass it is going to be a lot more therapeutic for them. And if we don't allow them to do this, they'll just learn the same thing that they've done, especially if it's a client who is an anger suppressor. That is going to make things worse because then they will continue to learn that it is not safe to express anger, whereas in many, many cases, anger is a good thing and is actually a healthy thing, especially if their boundaries are crossed, especially with disappointment. It's not, if someone has been working on something for a very long time, like for example, it's a business owner and you have a client and they have anger issues, if been working on something in their business for months and months and it didn't go as expected, it is natural to be disappointed. It is natural to be angry. And if they keep bottling in that shit, where's that shit gonna go? Just internal. And we know that that's not good for them, right? So allow your clients to pass because if not, it is a disservice to them and it can lead them to carry the same issues over and over, needing more sessions, more dissatisfaction in their end, and doubt on the therapist's end.